Why is it wrong to eat people? No, like actually, why is it wrong to eat people? And I know that sounds absolutely crazy to say, but just take a moment to really think about it. Why is cannibalism wrong? The first thing that most people would say, I think, is, well, do you think that murder is wrong? Because you have to kill somebody to cannibalize them. But not necessarily. Let's say we define cannibalism as the act of consuming human flesh, and that's it. Like nothing more, nothing less. Then there can actually be cases where cannibalism doesn't hurt anybody. Like let's say there's a village in Africa that is struggling with food shortages. If the children ate the bodies of the dying people that are gonna die anyways, instead of burying them, then they might have a little bit of a better time surviving that food shortage. Let's take another step further and say that the elders or the people that are gonna die even agree with this. Like the culture honors this. They are cool with it. They want the best for the future of the village, so they actively tell people to eat their flesh, and if they don't want that to happen to their body, then a normal burial is held. What is wrong there exactly? Because again, you're not killing anybody for it. You're not doing anything against anybody's will. You are solving a major problem in this village. I mean, there's a lot of views as to what morality is and what's wrong and what's not, but I think that most people can agree that in order for something to be classified as wrong, it at least has to cause some sort of harm. And that's why I don't think being gay is wrong, because being gay doesn't cause harm to anybody else, no matter how grossed out people might feel about it. Just like cannibalism, it doesn't, you know, in that specific scenario, it doesn't cause any harm. It actually benefits the village. And you might say, well, in that very specific example that you've created to defend cannibalism, maybe it's not super bad, but that isn't to say that cannibalism itself is all good. But let me ask you a question. Are knives bad? Because a knife can be used to cook food with, but it can also be used to murder people with. So are knives bad inherently? No, right? Because again, yes, you can kill people with it all you want, but you can also do good beneficial things with it, like cooking. So the knife itself isn't necessarily a morally wrong object, it's what you do with it. So why is cannibalism any different? Because yes, you can do it in a way that's really hurtful for the society, but you can also do it in a way that helps society. So why can you say the same thing about cannibalism? Cannibalism itself is not wrong, but it's what you do with it. Even though that sounds absolutely crazy. Another argument that you can make is that it's disrespectful to personhood. That's an argument that I've actually heard. It's like treating people's bodies as objects, nothing more than just meat, stripped of any dignity or sacredness. But it's like, you can burn them. Like if you cremate the body, that's not thought of as anything like treating the body like an object or damaging the dignity and the sacredness of the body. When if you burn flags, that's literally what that is. You're destroying and besmirching what it represents. And this is what I'm trying to say, is that it's just a cultural taboo, and that's about it. Because you can perfectly think of eating another human being as something honorable and dignified if the culture called for it, even though that sounds really manic to our eyes as a member of this society. Now, I'm not saying that our society should also indulge in cannibalism. I'm not saying that at all. Like, how can that even be done? I'm not saying that we should do that, but I'm saying if there was a society that does that, what can we even say about it, really? You know what I mean? Like, can we really condemn that? And if we can't, then can we really call it wrong, flat out? Again, I'm not making any suggestions here. I just find it interesting that something like this is like almost never talked about, and we all just wholeheartedly accept that cannibalism is completely wrong whenever we talk about it. Let's just ignore the fact that I look like a stereotypical delinquent in K-drama.